Hey, it's W5HRO. Well, I was playing around with this thing and I've got it all hooked up out here in the kitchen on my workstation. It's just temporary. I'm going to try to get a workbench set up out in the garage next summer so I can, this next summer, it's already, it's almost April, so summer's just around the corner here. But if I transmit with the amp off, there's, it's because I've got the modulator box on, so if I talk, it's going to flicker around, see, a little bit. See, I got the Dimco hooked up. So the last digit's flickering 4 or 5. So now if I turn the amp on and transmit, same place. So I solved that problem. And yay, I'm on dummy load. That's actually about a 100-watt carrier, and it does modulate forward, which is surprising. So I have the meter disconnected now, and look at the Viswar coming back to the radio. It's actually like about 1.4 to 1, 1.3 to 1, which is not bad. And if I turn it off to bypass the amp and just transmit with just the output of the radio, it just comes down a little bit. I think what it was the other night or last night when I did the last video is because I didn't have the cover. As soon as I put the cover on this, that RF went away. And I hooked up the Dentron CM1 box, and it actually made that input Viswar higher. I'd have to tweak the capacitors on it to get it, to work like I want it. But I think for right now, that's, 1.4 to 1, 1.3 to 1 with the amp on. That's not bad. That won't really cause much of a problem. I could get it down flat with that other box by tweaking the caps, but for right now, I think it's going to work just fine. So let me go downstairs and hook all this stuff back up there and on the wooden console there beside the main operating station, and I'll try it again and see if it's going to work. And if it does, then this thing's good to go. So I'm just going to attach that video to this one when I get it done. Hey, I've got it all hooked up here, and the same thing, it's working just like it was up there in the kitchen. So there's no RF causing any problems getting back in the shack here, so I'm good to go. I did want to show that I do have I forgot to show the receive preamp. It does work. Let me turn the volume up. See if you can see the meter or not. On. That's with it on, see, and then so there's with it off. So the receive preamp is definitely working on it. So it works great now. So I was able to fix this amp pretty easily. It just cost money getting new tubes for it. That was the expensive part. The rest of the parts were kind of cheap. It was like $5, $6 here, $7, $8 here and there. It was like, it added up to not all that much, but the tubes are what made it cost. So it worked out pretty good. The guy shipped it to me and plugged it in. The thing smoked. He gave me more than half my money back so I could buy the parts, and I bought the parts, but I spent about maybe $10 more than what he gave me back, but that's okay. So I'm good to go, and I was off the air. I was off 10 meters for almost 2 months because I didn't want to use that courier amp anymore, and then I had the Yaesu amp up here, but then I needed a driver amp for it. I really didn't want to put another amp in the middle, so now this is perfect, and I've got receive preamp, and I'm good to go. I'm back on 10 meter AM. So that's all for now. This is W5HRO 73s.